For as long as we can remember, there have been spine-tingling tales of sirens and whimsical stories of mermaids that have left our hearts racing and our minds wandering. It's funny how these two watery wonders, each with its own distinctive charm, are often confused for one another. Sirens, those mythical creatures of the sea, have always been wrapped in a shroud of mystery and often danger. Historically, they've been associated with terms like temptress or enchantress, painting a picture of their notorious nature. This might leave one wondering, why such a reputation? It's primarily due to their well-documented fondness for using their melodious voices to lure unsuspecting sailors to their untimely demise. In many ways, you can think of them as the original antagonists of the maritime world, singing a chilling song that promises an inescapable end. In stark contrast, mermaids are the sea's kind-hearted denizens. These creatures are frequently depicted as breathtaking aquatic beings, shimmering under the moon's glow, resembling the marine versions of supermodels. Rather than being the source of nightmarish tales like the sirens, mermaids are more often the kind, amiable entities of one's dreams, offering comforting conversations instead of haunting melodies. Exploring further into the depths of mythological stories, the narrative surrounding sirens is dense and captivating, thanks in large part to tales from ancient Greece. Those who are familiar with the gripping stories told around campfires, especially of the epic journey of the Odyssey, would recognize sirens as unique entities of the sea, distinct from the more familiar mermaids. Just to paint a clearer picture, imagine being in close proximity to the sea's most notorious monsters, Scylla and Charybdis, and amidst them, a group of winged women singing to entice sailors into these treacherous waters. Not exactly an inviting neighborhood, to say the least. Moreover, adding to their already intriguing reputation, sirens boast of an impressive lineage. Legend has it that they are the offspring of the powerful river deity, Achelous. Such a prestigious heritage further solidifies their stature in the lore of the seas. Meanwhile, mermaids are like the pop stars of mythical creatures, globally recognized and loved. These charming ladies have made waves from the frost-kissed shores of Europe to the balmy beaches of Asia. Whether it's a Norwegian sailor singing praises of a mermaid's beauty, or an Indonesian fisherman sharing tales of his underwater encounter, mermaids have universal appeal. While both creatures are associated with the vast expanse of the sea, sirens are a tad more bird-brained than fishy. They're akin to glamorous birdwomen, residing on perilous islands, far from the cozy coral reefs. Now imagine, if you will, a siren trying to take a leisurely swim in the ocean. It'd be as bizarre as seeing a peacock attempting the backstroke. Hilariously out of place. Mermaids, conversely, reign supreme in their watery kingdom. They sashay beneath the waves, gliding gracefully amidst colorful schools of fish, making occasional grand appearances on rocks, much to the delight and astonishment of any sunbather nearby. Ever been outdoors and heard a faint song, so melodious it feels almost otherworldly? A tune that feels like it's both beckoning and warning you? That might be a siren attempting to serenade you into her world, a place of mystery and allure. Or perhaps it was a playful mermaid song, hoping you might fancy a playful jig beneath the sea's shimmering surface. The mix-up between fins and wings is where most people trip up. There's a common misconception, probably born out of many an old sailor's exaggerated tales, that sirens are basically mermaids who've been to a posh music academy. But that's like saying a parrot is a fish that's good at mimicking. Sure, both sirens and mermaids have head-turning beauty, enough to make any sailor forget how to tie a simple knot. But while mermaids are at home flapping their elegant fishtails in the ocean, sirens have wings. So, the next time you imagine a siren swaying to the rhythm of the ocean deep, snap out of it. She's probably soaring high, cutting shapes against the backdrop of fluffy clouds. When it comes to allure, sirens have it down to an art. Their ethereal beauty, combined with voices that can tug at one's very soul, makes them an irresistible but dangerous package. Think of their song as a candy with a bitter core, sweet at first but treacherous if you're pulled in. Mermaids, sparkling with their iridescent scales and hair that flows like the most exquisite silk, have an innate charm. Their beauty is undeniable, but scattered amongst seafaring tales are heartwarming stories of these marine divas showcasing deep emotions, kindness, and sometimes a love that transcends the divide between land and sea. Venture further north to Scotland, and you'll be regaled with tales of the Selkie folk, These aren't your typical mermaids, but seals that can shed their skin to become human on land. One of the most heart-rending tales speaks of a fisherman who falls deeply in love with a selkie after finding her seal skin. They marry and have children, but when the selkie discovers her hidden skin years later, she faces the gut-wrenching choice between her family and her original home in the sea. This tale illustrates the timeless theme of longing and belonging. Across the globe in Australia, indigenous tales speak of the Ningyo, mermaid-like beings, but with a monkey's mouth and golden scales. Legend says catching a Ningyo brings calamity, but their flesh grants eternal life. A famous narrative tells of a fisherman who releases a caught Ningyo after hearing its mournful song. In gratitude, the creature foretells a great tsunami, giving the fisherman time to warn his village. And then there are the mermaids of South America, like La Sirena Chilota from the Chiloé archipelago in Chile. This alluring mermaid is known to be a protector of all fish and can cry pearls. It's believed that when she falls in love with a human, her tears of love turn into precious gems. However, these tales also serve as cautionary reminders, as many fishermen were said to be lured by her beauty, never to return. From the Philippines, stories are told of the Sirena, a mermaid with long flowing hair and a voice that could rival the sweetest birdsong. One popular legend speaks of a young girl transformed into a sirena by a spiteful witch. However, her pure heart shines through, and she uses her melodious voice to protect sailors from storms, guiding them safely back to shore. Dive deep into Brazil's lush Amazon rainforest, where the dense canopy and flowing rivers narrate stories as ancient as the land. Here, nestled amidst the rhythmic calls of exotic birds and the hum of life, we find the legend of Yara. Not always the water-bound siren she is known as today, Yara was once a formidable warrior, renowned for her strength and prowess in battle. However, due to a series of tragic events and betrayals from her own family, she was cast into the waters where she was transformed, not as a punishment, but perhaps as a gift. From a warrior, she metamorphosed into a mermaid, more enchanting than any creature of lore. Yara's beauty is unparalleled, with long flowing hair that glimmers like the sunlit surface of the Amazon waters, and eyes that hold the depth and mysteries of the forest itself. But her most captivating trait is her voice, a melodic allure that flows like the gentle streams, ensnaring the hearts and minds of all who hear it. For those who are drawn to her song, it's said they're led into a trance so deep that memories of the world above water start to fade, their past lives becoming but distant dreams. Seduced by her melody and charm, they willingly follow her into her splendid underwater realm, a palace of wonders hidden beneath the river's surface. There, free from the constraints of time, they remain, dancing to the rhythm of Yara's hauntingly beautiful tunes, never to return to the world above. The tale of Yara serves as a powerful reminder of the duality of nature, its capacity for both creation and destruction. Just as the Amazon rainforest can be nurturing, providing sustenance and shelter, it also holds mysteries and dangers. Yara's story weaves a tapestry of love, betrayal, transformation, and the supernatural, reflecting the intricate relationship humans have always shared with the enigmatic forces of nature. This mesmerizing mermaid from the heart of Brazil is not an isolated narrative. Across the globe, from the chilly shores of Ireland to the balmy coasts of the Philippines, similar tales can be found. Each story, brimming with its own set of characters, challenges, and outcomes, touches upon universal themes and emotions. Be it the passion of forbidden love, the pain of betrayal, or the allure of the unknown, these tales capture our shared human experiences. Why do you think stories about mermaids and sirens are so popular everywhere? And how do they make us feel about the ocean? Share your ideas in the comments. Smash that like and subscribe for more.